Hey, hi. Now we are going to look into symbols. So, what are symbols? Symbols are similar to the Ruby strings, similar to strings, but immutable. So, immutable strings, we can say. So, why we need symbols? If you have a hash and the label doesn't change, if the label doesn't change, like the key doesn't change, you don't want to change the key in future, then if you want to have a fixed value, then you use a symbol. And symbol once stored in memory, it is reused. The symbol is always reused. But whereas a string, it creates a new object again and again. So how can you recognize a symbol? So symbol starts with a colon. So colon name, something like that. And how are symbols different from strings? So, like I said, symbols are stored in memory, and they are reusable. And whereas strings are created, always creates a new object. So symbols are reusable and immutable. Strings are strings create new object. Uh, why are symbols commonly used as hash keys? Because they are reusable. They are reusable, and our symbols and strings are interchangeable in hash keys. No, we cannot interchange them because both are different object type. So symbol is a different object type, and string is a different object type, and you cannot interchange them. How do you convert a string to symbol? You can use toSym to do that. So I'll give an example here. Let's. Huh, I have a hash. So hash contains a string and string name. Uh, Hello, name Muller. So, huh. So we have a name, but we have a key as string. For example, you can also name this key by, like, you can reference this key using a variable. So let's say I'll give a title. So title equal to title. So if I create a new key with title, and title could be, let's give Monsieur. Okay, title I've given Monsieur. So uh, if you see the hash, if you see the hash, you have a title, and this title variable acts as a reference to this string. So this string can be modified. So you can add something like append title new. So now if you reference the same title again, you'll get nil because now title got changed, and string can be modified. So if you see, string got modified here. So that's how, like, the reference also changed. So in this case, like, once the reference changed, you are not able to fetch the value of the reference. So in this case, you have to, like, have a strict, like, immutable, like a key label. So in this case, what you can do is you can use title as symbol. So I am using title as symbol. So Now, if I give this new title as symbol, sim, and I've given new value, Mr. So, if you see hash, here you have a new key with symbol, and if at all you try to change this title, like if you try to mutate it, like if you try to add new, it won't let you add because you do not have any method to mutate the like change the property of the symbol. So you always you'll get the same, like if you call title, you will always get the title. So because it is immutable. And also if you see a symbol always creates a new object. If I try this is a string, this string dot object id in the memory, it is referenced with uh, this id. So if at all I call this thing, it is referenced with another id now. If at all I do with string, sorry, symbol, if you see, if I do with symbol, uh, bad value. Oh, sorry, I've used two dot notation. So if at all I reference this thing, it is always the same. It is always the same referenced ID. So the object ID remains the same. But here, if you see, it is a different object ID for string in the memory. So that's how like it is reused. And how do you convert a symbol to string? You use dot to s. It converts to string. Uh, what is the hash rocket syntax for symbol keys? So, like I mentioned, you can use a hash rocket. Where is it? So here, this is a rocket symbol, and you can use a shorthand of it. And you can put like this. If at all you put a symbol. So this way, like uh, this is similar to this is similar to this is similar to this key here. So this is a shorthand version. You don't need to put a rocket. Instead of rocket, you put the colon. Instead of putting in the front of the string symbol, you put at the end of the symbol as a like a key. So that way, like it acts as a symbol, and you can like create a new hash with this key value pair. Yeah. And you can use like uh, end of symbol and use colon for shorthand. And can integers be used as keys? No, you cannot use integer as a key. You can't use. Why does symbol use less memory than strings? Like I suggested, it creates a new object all the time. Strings always create a new object, and symbols reuse the same object ID in the memory. So, like I already said, like reusable. So, how can you verify that the symbols are reused in memory? Like using the object ID method. So after the dot notation, you can use the object ID to call that method. When should symbols be preferred over strings? When like the key doesn't change, then you don't want to change the key, then you use symbols. And most commonly, symbols are preferred over strings. And are symbols editable after creation? No, they are not editable. Yeah, this is a small brief about symbol.